So you talked about, pendency of court cases. We talked about that a little bit. I just want to go over some of the figures that we have. We've got over 82,000 cases in the Supreme Court. We've got over 58 lakh cases in the high courts. And we have a staggering 4.5 crore cases in the district and the taluk courts of India. It's great for lawyers and law firms, but how do you even dispense justice? How do you keep faith in the judiciary with this kind of pendency of cases? And many of the cases are not going to be solved for years and years to come. And you have more cases. So you have legacy cases, and then you have new cases which are being added by the day.
So firstly, Arjun, I feel that it's not to the benefit of a lawyer if this pendency goes up. It's always to the benefit of a lawyer if disposal happens, because more people will have faith in the justice delivery. And because of this pendency and because of the delay, a lot of people don't come to the justice delivery at all. They look at alternative means to sort out their problems rather than coming to court. So it doesn't really subserve the interests of the lawyers. But as far as the pendency is concerned, I would rate the lower court problem to be different from the High Court and Supreme Court. Lower court, invariably, it is lack of infrastructure. And I have seen or I have heard of courts, which don't have the paper on which the order is to be written. So you have to get that paper from outside. I have myself appeared recently in a cross-examination of my personal case in the trial court, probate case, where the judge said that there is only one stenographer and he'll have to go to very soon to the other court. So please do it in the morning. If you can't do it, then I'll have to postpone it to some other day. But fortunately for me, he could do it before in the first half itself, and it did happen. But if the stenographer is not there for the whole day, you can imagine the plight of the judge. He is limited by this infrastructure issue of being able to... then there are vacancies in the lower courts which are not filled up in time. So these are very serious issues as far as the lower judiciary is concerned. As far as the higher judiciary is concerned, I think as far as the high courts, there is a very major issue of, again, appointment of judges. At any point of time, if you see the strength of the high courts in the country, you will find more than 1/3 of the vacancies of the high courts unfilled, any point of time. So that's something which is, nobody can justify, because you've taken
this. That's a tussle which is constantly on forever between the judiciary and the executive.
No, this is not a tussle. This is a problem within the judiciary. Tussle will happen if you make the recommendation and the appointments don't go through.
Right.
That is the tussle part. But here you don't even make the recommendation. Out of those 1/3, you will find at least 80% of those would be of cases where you have not even made a recommendation. How do you justify that? Your own judgment says that a vacancy is happening on a particular day. You should start filling up even 6 months in advance. So what to do of trying to fill in advance? You're not even making recommendations.
So you're saying a large part of the fault lies with the judiciary.
With the judiciary itself of not being able to recommend people. Now, why are they not able to recommend people? Because there is no mechanism in place to identify the right people. This is all, according to me, this is all by, word of mouth. Collegium judges, whom they know, whom they see.
That's true for senior advocates in the Supreme Court as well, right?
No, senior advocates is a different story. I'll come to that.
It is a different story.
It's a completely different story. So, if the judges are going by, whom they know and whom they see, if they are not, supposing if the Chief Justice of the High Court doesn't hear criminal matters ever, so that means no criminal lawyer should be appointed to the High Court. So it's a very, very, I would say, they need to reinvent themselves. They need to really work on this system of trying to find the right people. I say, why not people from the law firms? Now you've just appointed 2 lawyers from law firms to the Delhi High Court. But this is not happening otherwise. Law firms, from people who are not coming to the higher courts or working in trial courts, why can't they be considered for appointment? But who's looking at those kind of people?
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this clip. As you know, we are taking a deep dive into some complex issues and decoding them for you. So don't forget to check out more content on our channel. And also, we'd love to hear back from you with your comments and your suggestions. So let's explore together.